Hello everyone. Today let's see how to change the status of listener using platform API. This is a guide to pausing, resuming and restarting listeners using the Boomi platform API. Let's first take a look at the overview of the listener status API and then changing the listener status, and we'll go through one example on how to pause and then resume the listener and then verify its status. So first of all, what is a listener in Boomi? So listener are entry point for a real-time event-driven integrations. On the right side screen, we can see a couple of listeners and their status as pause and online. So generally, these listeners are available for web services connector, listener, and HTTP or AS2 processes using those connection type and continuously listening for inbound HTTPS traffic on deployed environments. So these are the supported actions by the listeners, that is pause, pause all, resume, resume all, restart, restart all. So using this API, we can pause, resume, restart either one listener or all the listeners at a time, but not multiple selectively. So why change listener status? Perform maintenance activities, uh, temporarily suspend traffic during troubleshooting, and apply updates or configuration changes safely. So we need to send a post request to this endpoint api.boomi.com/api/rest v1 slash the account id slash the change listener status. That's the endpoint with the basic authorization and the content type, whatever the payload that we supply in the request, either a JSON or XML. So this is a sample screenshot on how we have changed the status of the listener. Generally, the post request to this endpoint with the JSON body containing the listener ID, nothing but the component ID of the um, listener process, and the container ID, which is the runtime ID where it is deployed to, and then action that we want to perform. In this case, it's a pause. I'm trying to pause the listener and got the 202 response, which is successful in pausing the listener status. And then the next step, we are resuming that same listener that we paused, and then we got 202 response, which is successfully resumed. So this is how it looks when it is paused, the pause symbol against the listener. And these are the status codes to understand indication of what that the description mean. And the 202 is the successful status, and 403 authentication failure, 410 listener not found or deleted, 503 services unavailable. So we can retrieve the status of the listener once the listener change status API has been triggered. So this is the endpoint that is ending with async listener status query. So this is to query the status of the listener status once it is paused or resumed, again to check the current status of it. So this involves basically two steps. One is sending the query request. We would get the token, and we need to use that token to get the status of the listener. The more detailed information on how this request can be built is available in the documentation help guide. And so these are the best practices. Always validate the listener status after making the changes to avoid the data loss or the downtime. So it's better to validate its status once the API has been triggered. Use pause or resume rather than restart for non-intrusive maintenance. So automate status checks using scripting or orchestration tools where applicable. I hope this information is helpful. Thank you so much.